It shows you what you get in terms of all the reflections, complete supreme control of time of day. There's this sort of like infinite magic hour we've gotten, this sort of these lavender hues of sunset. And we did this all in the course of one day on stage.
You had over a dozen shots.
Oh yeah.
And you would never have been you'd never been able to get that happening. You know, you get one shot at that time of day.
Yeah.
Right? So to have that over the entire day, and you know it's constantly going to be that way. The lighting's never going to change.
This represents kind of like a medium-sized volume space we can work in, but we have a much larger ceiling piece and wraparound panels that give you all of those interactive reflections free of charge. In a traditional green screen shoot, you wouldn't be getting all these sort of interactivities of different stuff breaking up and reflecting on the mullions of the door frame. All of that would have to be like gag lights that don't travel per se. What's nice about it actually using the element of the actual HDR environment, similar to like that Cadillac spot, is that the reflections aren't just a big white source. It actually is the sky that's reflecting that feels more organic, more tied to the environment. The LED, all these sources are moving around and enveloping the talent, which creates a much more realistic effect.
That's a whole part of, you know, shooting vehicles. You know, once you get into post, there's all kinds of cleanup that needs to happen later on, where we're removing the reflections of the crane that's holding the bounce or any number of things that just requires, it's a lot of work. And what you're getting here is, you know, you're not seeing any of that. And in fact, we can actually start to play with edges. We can soften the edges. You know, we can really fine tune this to get, you know, almost a perfect tack shot.
The sun is an object, and we can drag it and put it anywhere we want. We want it right in through a window. We want to have the nice Helmut Newton slash coming across a background wall. We can do that because we own it. Part of what I love doing is like creating moods and atmosphere and feel. I'm kind of matching the light that's coming from these windows off to the side here, so he's sort of like 3/4 half lit, but I have a component of a top light fill that helps create a sort of an ambient level to the room, but I can amplify that, and it's over like there's a big overhead softbox that's part of the architecture of this room, and it starts to really change the feel of that. I'm able to be, as a cinematographer, be included early in the process. I can chime in on how the actual sets are lit, because there could be architectural lighting integrated, and I can say, no, can we create a soffit here? And I can then tie in my lighting with that soffit lighting that's architectural. That's the best case scenario, is if you're bringing the people in, the decision makers and the artists, the image makers, early in the process.
It's an exciting time right now for, I think, creativity, for us to sort of not just do things more economically, but I think being able to do things like this where, gosh, you're getting all this stuff in camera that would just have been completely impossible